There's a concern that haunts millions of men, lurking in late-night Google searches, hushed talks with partners, and even those awkward doctor visits. It's the fear that as you age, your erections will fade away, that sexual dysfunction is just an inevitable part of getting older, or worse, that the only fix is popping a pill like Viagra every time you want intimacy. The misinformation out there is rampant. Forums claiming exercises are a waste of time, ads pushing quick fix gadgets that do nothing, and old tales suggesting it's all in your head or due to low manhood. But what if I told you the real science reveals something shocking? Not only can targeted exercises boost your erection strength and sexual function, but they might outperform drugs in some cases, all backed by rigorous studies from top researchers. I'm a urologist, and today I'm debunking these myths with hard evidence. Stick around because this could change your bedroom game forever, and it's simpler than you think. To grasp why these exercises work, we need to dive into the biology behind erections. At its core, a strong erection relies on two main systems: healthy blood flow and robust pelvic muscles. When you're aroused, blood rushes into the penis through arteries, filling sponge-like tissues called corpora cavernosa, while veins clamp down to trap it there. This process is controlled by the autonomic nervous system, but it's heavily influenced by vascular health. Think of it like a hydraulic system that needs good plumbing. Then there's the pelvic floor, a sling of muscles stretching from your tailbone to pubic bone, supporting the bladder, bowel, and yes, your penis. These muscles, including the bulbocavernosus and ischiocavernosus, help squeeze blood into the penis during erection and maintain rigidity. They're like the foundation of a house. If they're weak, everything upstairs suffers. Factors like poor circulation from sedentary lifestyles, diabetes, or high blood pressure can weaken this setup, leading to erectile dysfunction, ED, which affects up to 52% of men over 40. But here's the key. These aren't fixed traits, they're trainable. Now let's tackle the myths head-on, because they're not just harmless. They fuel anxiety, shame, and unnecessary spending on unproven treatments. Myth 1. ED is an unavoidable part of aging, like gray hair or creaky joints. Sure, prevalence rises with age, but studies show it's more about lifestyle than calendar years. Sedentary habits, obesity, and smoking are the real culprits, not father time. Myth 2. Exercises can't fix ED. You need pills or surgery. This one's pushed by big pharma and sketchy online sellers, but it ignores how physical activity directly targets the root causes. And myth 3, sexual dysfunction means you're less of a man, or it's purely psychological. While stress plays a role, 80% of ED cases have physical origins, like vascular issues or muscle weakness, making these myths dangerous. They discourage men from seeking real solutions and lead to depression or strained relationships. I've seen patients in my clinic spiral because of this misinformation, avoiding intimacy altogether. But enough with the gloom. Let's get to the shocking truth revealed by science. Researchers from prestigious institutions have put these ideas to the test in large-scale studies, and the results flip the script entirely. Take the landmark randomized controlled trial from the University of Bristol, published in the British Journal of Urology International in 2005. They recruited 55 men with ED, splitting them into two groups. One got lifestyle advice alone, while the other did targeted pelvic floor exercises with biofeedback for 3 months, followed by home practice. This wasn't a small survey, it was rigorous, with blinded assessments using the International Index of Erectile Function, IIEF, the gold standard score for ED, where under 25 indicates issues. The findings? The exercise group saw their IIEF erectile function scores jump by an average of 6.74 points at 3 months, enough to shift many from moderate to mild ED or even normal function. By 6 months, scores improved by 9.88 points overall. Stunningly, 40% of participants achieved full normal erections, 34.5% saw significant improvement, and only 25.5% didn't respond. The control group? No real change until they switched to exercises. This directly contradicts the myth that exercises are useless. It showed pelvic floor training rivals oral meds with no side effects. Building on that, a 2023 meta-analysis in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, reviewing 7 randomized trials with 478 men, focused on aerobic exercise. Led by experts including those referencing Harvard Health Insights, it found aerobic activities like brisk walking or cycling improved IEF scores by 2 to 5 points on average, comparable to Viagra's effect in mild cases. Men with worse baseline ED saw the biggest gains, up to 4.9 points. One included study from Italy had obese men exercise moderately for 40 minutes 4 times a week. After 2 years, their ED risk dropped 30% compared to non-exercisers. And for a third angle, a 2024 scoping review in Koreas on yoga and Pilates-like poses showed they enhance pelvic strength and blood flow, with one pilot study of 30 men reporting IIEF improvements of 3 to 4 points after 12 weeks of poses like bridges and child's pose. Collectively, these studies from places like Harvard-affiliated reviews and European centers prove exercises aren't just helpful, they're a game changer, slashing ED symptoms by strengthening muscles and boosting circulation. So why do these exercises deliver such powerful results? Scientists point to a few compelling theories. First, the muscle reinforcement hypothesis. Pelvic floor exercises like Kegels contract those key muscles, increasing their endurance and power. This helps trap blood in the penis longer, leading to firmer, more sustainable erections. Think of it as upgrading your hydraulic pump. In the Bristol study, anal pressure, a proxy for pelvic strength, rose from 96 to 147 cmH2O, directly correlating with better function. Second, the vascular boost theory. Aerobic exercises improve endothelial function, the lining of blood vessels, by increasing nitric oxide production, the same chemical Viagra mimics. This widens arteries, enhancing blood flow to the penis, and reducing plaque buildup from conditions like atherosclerosis. Harvard researchers note this cuts inflammation too, a hidden ED driver. Third, the holistic mind-body link. Yoga or Pilates reduces stress hormones like cortisol, which constrict blood vessels while promoting relaxation and better body awareness. Combined, these mechanisms create a virtuous cycle: stronger muscles, better flow, less anxiety, resulting in boosted sexual confidence and performance. I know many of you aren't just worried about long-term risks. You're dealing with real, frustrating symptoms right now, like soft erections that fizzle out mid-act, trouble getting hard at all, or that nagging performance anxiety, turning intimacy into stress. These can stem from weak pelvic muscles or poor circulation, leading to embarrassment or avoidance. If that's you, let me share something practical before we move on. There's an innovative natural remedy gaining traction, a herbal blend called Erectade, based on ancient Asian herbs like ginseng and L-arginine, that supports nitric oxide and blood flow without prescriptions. Remember, these exercises aren't a standalone cure. They're part of a broader, healthy lifestyle that amplifies their effects. The studies emphasize correlation with overall habits, so layer in these tips. First, diet. Focus on Mediterranean-style eating with fruits, veggies, nuts, and fatty fish, rich in antioxidants and omega-3s that protect vessels. Tomatoes and berries boost lycopene and flavonoids, linked to 14% lower ED risk in Harvard's health professionals study. Second, more exercise beyond the 3. Aim for 150 minutes weekly, mixing strength training to maintain testosterone. Third, quit smoking and limit alcohol. Both damage blood vessels, raising ED odds by 50%. Manage weight too. Every 10 pounds lost can add erection strength. And crucially, get regular checkups. Screen for diabetes, heart issues, or low testosterone starting at 40. Talk to your doc about PSA tests or ED if symptoms persist. Early intervention is key. Let's wrap this up with the key takeaway. Far from being helpless against ED, 3 simple exercises. Pelvic floor Kegels, contract as if stopping urine, hold 5 seconds, repeat 10 times thrice daily. Aerobic brisk walks, 30 minutes most days. And Pilates bridges, lie on back, lift hips, hold 10 seconds, 10 reps, can boost your erection and sexual function, backed by science that shatters myths of inevitability or pill dependency. The Bristol trial and Harvard-reviewed meta-analyses show real, measurable gains. Score jumps of 3 to 10 points, with 40% regaining normalcy. It's empowering, natural, and free. But it's not magic. Combine with lifestyle tweaks for best results. If this busted some fears and fired you up, smash that like button. It helps spread the truth. Subscribe and hit the bell for more myth-busting urology tips. Drop in the comments. What ED myths have you heard? Or what's your biggest sexual health worry? Next video, we'll tackle prostate secrets you won't believe. Stay strong, stay informed. See you soon.